And we've got a guest up here in the booth with us. Track manager, is that your official title, sir?
I'm actually track president. Yep, but it's sort of everything. Yeah. So Doug Boles, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Thanks for being here. What a blast! Today I'm in a throwback Pennzoil Panther driver's suit because I had a chance to get out and have some fun today. So it's it's always good when you get race enthusiasts like Champ Car out here having some fun, and I decided I needed to participate.
How was it out there?
It was good, yeah. I'm surprised at how polite everyone is. I mean, and really sort of the mindset of, getting through the 10 hours. And I was watching the Riley Camaro at one point precisely just go through a gaggle of like 15 cars within a few inches of each other, but everybody gave him plenty of room, and he didn't do anything crazy, and it's just fun to watch. But really, really neat. I love all the different cars. I had no idea, right?
Yeah.
So I got up this morning, and my wife and our youngest decided they wanted to come out because we were certain that Turn 1 was going to be a disaster at the start. And so we went down on the mound down there in Turn 1, and it was amazing how competitive yet clean everybody was. And you get 100-plus cars through Turn 1 without an incident was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the drivers, too, just the patience and the ability to get through there. And especially having no practice, no qualifying. You're just starting racing, and this being the first event, my guess is the bulk of the folks have never even run here.
Right. No,
right.
I don't think most of them have ever.
Right. It's just such a fantastic opportunity for everybody, and everybody has been just the atmosphere has been electric. Everybody's excited about being here, from the people that are racing to the crews to us as a staff and the volunteers. It's just it's a dream come true, and I think I've said it a couple of times already. Never ever thought that we'd end up here.
Yep.
So it's just it's a great privilege to be here, and everybody's just having a lot of fun.
Well, it seems like it, and that it is a 110-year-old facility, and just the history of the Art of Bricks, right? And even though we're going the opposite direction of what they do for the Indy 500, still pretty special when you pull out of the final corner of the road course here and you look down the front stretch the wrong way at some level, but and you think about the history and tradition, you kind of have to stop and go, okay, hang on a minute, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing because
right.
Because I don't know what the fast guys are running here, but it's well in excess of, my guess is, of 120 miles an hour easy going into one, and got to pay attention for sure. But I'm having some. My wife loves the 1941 truck, which is pretty cool to see running out there. And this is I got a 17-year-old now who's saying, "Hey, Dad, maybe we should quit this vintage car stuff and come Champ Car racing."
That's funny. That's where I came out of, was vintage, to go racing.
So he's already arguing, right? He's like, "Okay, Dad, look, you can vintage race and you get maybe 30, 40 minutes a weekend, or you can come here and you get 2 10-hour races." And
yeah,
right.
It's a pretty interesting interesting concept, but it's like I said, the fun is just the paint schemes, the cars, what people have done to the cars. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, there's so many teams that have really honed their cars and spent a lot more energy on the durability than necessarily on the look. Right,
for sure.
And it is a budget series, but look at the quality of the driving and the cars last. Our attrition rate is completely acceptable, and it's really amazing. When I first came here, started racing in Champ Car, I came as a veteran of the sport. I'd been racing for 30 years, and when I started racing with these guys, I expected a melee.
Right.
I thought it was just going to be tragic out there, and I was holding back. I don't want to get too close. But what I found out was a lot of these guys were just like me.
Right.
They were guys that came out of SCCA, and they wanted to have that track time.
Yep.
They wanted to have the race on these bucket list tracks, and this was that opportunity to do it. So it really wasn't as much of a shock at all. I was more surprised at just how clean everything was.
Yeah, and I we just talked about it a minute ago, but I felt the same way out there. There was nobody really erratic. They were predictable. Even coming out of the final corner here, people picked a line, and if you were faster, you could get around either, like right there, that Miata, you can go around either side. You know what people were doing. I never got out there and somebody did something, you thought, hey, that's not what it looked like you were doing. So people seem to be really paying attention to, it's 10 hours, we got to get there, and we're going to be predictable and have some fun and still go fast.